Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to uncover 7 really powerful but super common foods that can help you feel absolutely fantastic after 60. Now, these aren't some weird exotic ingredients you have to search for. Nope, they're probably already in your kitchen, and they have some truly remarkable benefits. So let's dive right in. As we get a bit older, it's totally normal to start thinking more about our health. We worry about things like feeling a bit weaker, dealing with those persistent aches and pains, or maybe feeling like our memory isn't quite as sharp as it used to be. It's a concern we all share. So the real question is, what can we actually do about it? How can we use something as simple and basic as the food we eat every day to fight back against these things and build a stronger, healthier future? Well, that is exactly what we're about to break down. Okay, we're going to start right at the foundation, and that means fighting inflammation. So many of the issues we think of as just getting older, like sore joints or disease risk, are actually tied to chronic inflammation. So our first two foods are absolute powerhouse inflammation fighters. First up is a true classic, turmeric milk. You've probably heard of it, right? But it becomes especially important after 60. This is the time when our bones can get weaker, our joints start losing that flexibility, and, even getting a good night's sleep can be a struggle. Turmeric milk helps with all of it. And the science behind this is just so cool. The magic ingredient in turmeric is a compound called curcumin. The best way to think of it is like a natural anti-inflammatory, kind of like an over-the-counter painkiller, but without all those nasty side effects. It goes right to work on joint pain and stiffness, and honestly, it can be a total game changer. And it does so much more than just help with pain. Curcumin actually improves your blood circulation and cuts down on inflammation deep inside your body, which lowers your risk for major diseases. And, as a bonus, when you mix it with milk, you get something called tryptophan, which helps your brain make melatonin, which means deep, restful sleep. How great is that? Our second inflammation fighter is also a hero for your heart: garlic. Seriously, if you have any concerns about your heart health, this is one of the best things you can possibly eat. As we age, our arteries can get a little stiffer and blood pressure can creep up, and garlic is a fantastic way to counteract that. So, here's the secret. You know that really strong, sharp smell you get from fresh garlic? Well, that's the key to its power. When you crush or chop garlic, you create a compound called allicin. This stuff is garlic's secret weapon. It helps to relax your blood vessels, which improves circulation, and it also helps knock down that bad LDL cholesterol. But listen, there's a trick to getting the full benefit. You have to activate that allicin. Just chop or crush 1 or 2 cloves, and now this is the important part. Let it sit for about 5 minutes. Just let it be. That gives the allicin time to actually form. Then you can have it raw with some water, or if that's a bit much for you, just gently roast it in some ghee. Okay, moving on. Next up, we've got a group of foods that are like powerful boosters for your brain, your body, and your immune system. This section is all about fueling your mind and really strengthening your body's natural defenses. Our third solution is the amazing coconut. This is a fantastic food for tackling 2 super common issues that come with age: that feeling of brain fog and those really frustrating muscle cramps. And the best part is, different parts of the coconut help with different things. So it's a 2-for-1 deal. The coconut flesh itself is packed with something called medium-chain fatty acids. Just think of this as high-octane rocket fuel that goes straight to your brain cells, helping to clear out that fog. And then you have the coconut water, which is loaded with electrolytes like potassium and magnesium, perfect for getting rid of muscle cramps and keeping your blood pressure in a good place. All right, let's talk about our immune system. As we get older, our defenses can get a little weaker, right? Maybe we catch colds more often, or our skin looks a bit dull. Well, the answer to that might just be amla, also known as the Indian gooseberry. This stuff is the ultimate immunity booster. The power of amla is just mind-blowing. We all think of oranges when we think of vitamin C, right? Well, get this. Amla has an incredible 20 times more vitamin C than an orange. Yes, you heard me right, 20 times. This just supercharges your immune system and helps your body build collagen for healthier skin. It's amazing. Of course, you knew we had to talk about green, leafy vegetables. No healthy diet is complete without them. But after 60, they're not just important, they're critical for 2 big reasons: keeping our bones strong and dense and helping our bodies create new, healthy blood. Now, spinach and all the others are great, but there is one true hero in the world of greens: moringa leaves. You have to hear this. They contain 4 times more calcium than milk. 4 times. I mean, that's just wild. Whenever they're in season, they are an absolute must-have for your bone health. Let's move on to our next category, which really proves that great things come in small packages. We're talking about the incredible, concentrated nutritional power you can find in seeds. First up in the seed category, fenugreek seeds. These tiny little seeds are amazing, especially for helping to manage blood sugar levels, which, as we know, can become more of a concern for a lot of us as we get older. And the best way to eat them couldn't be simpler. You just soak about a teaspoon in water overnight. That's it. This one small habit can help prevent those big blood sugar spikes after meals, lower your risk of insulin resistance, and as a bonus, it can also help with joint pain and improve your digestion. And for our 7th and final food, we're talking about the whole wonderful family of nuts and seeds. I mean, things like almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, you name it. These are absolutely essential for keeping up your strength, keeping your mood stable, and your memory sharp. And all it really takes is just a small handful. We're talking about 20 to 25 grams a day to get all these incredible benefits. They literally boost your physical strength, help even out your mood, and support both your brain and your heart. Just one little tip: remember to eat them raw, not the fried or super salty kind, to really get all that goodness. So, wow, we've covered 7 incredible foods. But how do you actually put all of this into practice in your real life? Let's quickly pull it all together into a super simple daily health plan that you can start using right away. Okay, think of this as your daily health toolkit. You could start your morning with a couple of cloves of that activated garlic for your heart, plus some soaked fenugreek for your blood sugar. Then, throughout the day, maybe have some coconut for brain fuel, some amla for immunity, your leafy greens for strong bones, and that small handful of nuts for overall strength. Then you can finish off your day with a warm glass of turmeric milk to fight inflammation while you sleep. See, it's a simple but really powerful routine. We've covered a lot of information, but knowledge is only powerful when you actually use it. So the only question that's left is this. Looking at all these simple, effective foods, what is the very first step you are going to take for your health, starting today?